Ready to go? And stepping in for New York, Jake Cronenworth. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And that one in the air center field. Chourio pulls it down and he makes the catch. One down. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Maybe not an elite level switch hitter, but still a guy. Some contact and just success as a hitter from both sides of the plate. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, he doesn't get too big with the swing. He knows how to hit behind runners, and those are guys that can just smell that RBI. So when you're talking about a consistent player like this that can give you good at-bats from each side of the plate, that's the guy that you're going to see many times coming up big.
Smoked on the ground a second. Lindor retired. 2 outs, base is empty. Juan Soto now. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings and sends a rocket to right. And that is that. Back at Comerica Park. Our starter in this one, Clay Holmes. What do we need to know here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And here comes Carlos Correa. Siri going back. Up against the wall and brings it in. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Cody Clemens. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one is gone. He hammers one out to right. It's 2-0. Corrals it, and that's the inning. Back here in Detroit, top of the second. Here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso. On the ground. Oh, great stop. From his backside. Nicely done for the out. And now it's Mark Vientos. Pitch misses. And it's 1-0. Flaherty, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Slice to right. Castro makes the catch for the out. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Clemens brings it in for the 3rd out. Back back here in Detroit, Singy. These Tiger fans feeling good about the new season. They certainly built up some confidence last year.
Yeah, kind of a surprise, snapping a 7-year streak of losing seasons. That'll do it for a fan base.
So will it taste the postseason baseball for the first time in over a decade.
Yeah, things are looking up for this Tigers franchise. Plus, they didn't just reach the postseason, they won a series, which is an important step in a team's development.
Matt Wallner, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Swings through that one for strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that chance handled. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Ronnie Mauricio now. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike one.
0-1.
Ripped into left center, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Around first, heading for 2. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. And the Tigers retired 1-2-3. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now Austin Wells. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. And now it's Jose Siri. Siri in the 8th spot in today's lineup.
0 balls,
and they
1
went out
strike.
and made a trade for him last season. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Popped foul out of play off to the right. Now the 0-1. Popped up. Hoskins under it. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. This is Willie Castro. Holmes back to work. And he handles it himself for the out. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. And that one handled. Steps on first for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Jackson Chourio up now for the Tigers. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. And a foul ball. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Siri in position. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Bye-bye. He'll circle the bases. It's 2-1. Nobody out. Lindor has a chance to tie it. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it. And
Mauricio over to second for 1. On to Hoskins. Double play. Here's Pete Alonso.
sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Chourio sizes this one up, makes the catch, and that is that. Back at Comerica Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Carlos Correa. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. The 0-2. Lindor tosses to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Cody Clemens up now for the Tigers. And it's caught for the out. 2 down, bases empty. And now it's going to be Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins pushes it foul. 2 outs. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Brings it in. And that ends the inning. Back here in Detroit, ready now for the 5th inning. Stepping in, Mark Vientos. Out towards left center. Green going after it. And there's one down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that is out of play. 1 out, bases empty. And there's a foul ball. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. 1 down, bases empty. And that one finds its way through.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Next pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. That one drilled left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. And stepping in for New York, Jose Siri. Fouled off. He was late. 2 outs. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the line.
Well, looked at the fastball for strike 3 there. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Lindor fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Matt Wallner up now for the Tigers. Grounded out his first time up. A little out front there as he swings through it.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. And they'll do it again. Bases empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Reaching down, makes the catch. Now it's the second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. Taylor going back on this one. On the warning track, and hauls it in. Top 6. Now it's the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Flaherty back to work. Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. Fires over to Hoskins. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Digging in, Jake Cronenworth. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. The Mets down by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Fought off foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base.
Runner on the go. That's out to center field. Chourio sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Juan Soto. Soto, in his 7th season, 26 years old. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment. 2 outs. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield. Gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see how he keeps himself in a rhythm, not playing defense.
Cronenworth off of first with 2 away. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what
ball,
a battle.
that's in.
And that just misses. And that's downstairs and outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
That's a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. 10th pitch of the at-bat, and he was able to put it in play, find a hole, and get a knock.
Alonso up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And that one fouled off. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that's the 3rd out. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Willie Castro. And that chance handled over to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. So the lineup flips over. Here's Riley Green. Siri really on his horse for it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Ooh, Baya. You gotta remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Hauls it in to end the inning. Back at Comerica Park, we go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard.
Ball.
That's not what we're seeing here.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Center field. Chourio settles underneath it. brings it in, and there's one away. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. There's a strike.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at-bats and get some base runners on.
And it gets by him. And that puts the tying run on base. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. One down. Austin Wells getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at-bats. He's throwing strikes.
Runner takes off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Green sizes this one up. Makes the grab. And there's 2 away. Jose Siri digs in now. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In the air, left field. Green settles under it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the 7th. Now Correa up to hit. And that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
And now Cody Clemens. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Taylor moving under it. And there's one down.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Bo Naylor up now for the Tigers. And fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And that's downstairs. And 1-1.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way. And they add to the lead. It's 5-1. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Tigers. Ouch.
Take your base.
You know, Boog, there always seems to be that oh no moment for the pitcher when he's lost control of his pitch, and most of the time it's right when he lets it go.
He
knows that it's not headed where he intended it to go.
Castro stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that one handled, sends it to first, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Waste no time there. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but
There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down in the corner. Coming home. He will score.
Comes through with the RBI. Punched that one down the line for extra bases, and that was an excellent.
New pitcher on now, Jason Foley. Here's Francisco Lindor. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, That closer's coming in.
Man at second. That's
Right
in
two.
there. Now 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now one away. And now it's Juan Soto. And a foul ball. One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Good eye in that
that's
spot.
up.
That one
That's
almost
a ball.
got him. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Castro in position. Squeezes it. And there are 2 outs. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Zips it to first, and that takes care of Alonso. They limit the damage here. And we're back, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now, Riley Green. Nimmo running hard to get it. Makes the catch. 1 down. And next up for the Tigers, Jackson Chourio. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And it's fouled away.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Cronenworth tosses to first, and they got him. 2 outs, base is empty. And next to hit for Detroit, Carlos Correa. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Lindor fires across the diamond, and that is the inning. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. So they turn to their closer, Robert Suarez.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Sends it across to first, and a quick out, number 1. Next to hit, Brandon Nimmo, 1 for 3. Suarez, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. The Mets trailing by 3 here at the top of the 9th. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
In the air, right side. Castro on the move. He makes the grab. Out number 2. So they're down to their final out. Austin Wells will hit next. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
They're down to their final strike.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Suarez is just 1 strike away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Good eye right there.
Missed.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Got him, and that's the ball game. And your final score, 5-2 for Chris Singleton. All right, ready to get underway. Here's Riley Green. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And we're underway here in the home opener. Foul ball there. The pitch. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Jackson Chourio, the next to hit. Ranging back. And that one is off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And here comes Carlos Correa.
Foul.
Nimmo tracks it down for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Lindor slings to first. That ends the frame. Back here in Queens and getting to start, Chris Paddack. What do we have on him?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little...
Swung on, belted. Deep. That one way back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. A massive home run. It's 1-0. Francisco Lindor in the box now. No balls and a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets him. Out. One away on a drop third strike. Here's Juan Soto.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Mauricio. They get the out on Soto. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Pete Alonso. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the third and final game of the series. Popped up. Mauricio. And that is the third out of the inning. Back here at Citi Field, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the veteran first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. Blackburn back to work. Hoskins pushes it foul. And ball 1.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. 1 down, base is empty. And now maybe extra bases. And here is Matt Wallner. Oh, great stop. There's one. Out. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Yeah, the batter now, Ronnie Mauricio. And that's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. This is Willie Castro. And that one fouled off. Tying run in scoring position here at the top of the second. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Out of here, a home run off the foul pole. A towering shot. It's 3-1. And up next for Detroit, Riley Green. Taylor has this one sized up. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. And that one hammered, raging back towards the wall. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Foul ball. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Austin Wells. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
2 outs, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball still 0-2. 2 outs. That one just misses. And that is ball 1. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Ripped to short. Whips it across. That is the inning. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Jackson Chourio.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Right through there for a strike. Blackburn, 6'1" righty, 31 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2012. And one away in the top of the third. Here's Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 1. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Siri right there to make the grab. And a couple of quick outs. 2 down, base is empty. Cody Clemens up now for the Tigers. That's a hit, and that extends the inning. And here is Hoskins. Struck out swinging his first time. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. That one felt good, and they add on. It's 5-1. Bo Naylor up now for the Tigers. Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Queens, set for the bottom of the third. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled hard the other way. Swing and a miss. He swung over top of the curveball. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. Hammered down the right side, but foul. One out, base is empty. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back. Gone! That ball was crushed. He sends it out of here. It's 5-2. Back to the top of the Mets order. And next for the Mets, Jake Cronenworth. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Green settles under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back here at Citi Field. And now here is Matt Wallner. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Tigers. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Willie Castro getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. And a base hit up the middle. So now back to the top of the order.
All over that one right there. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
Comes up empty.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Siri makes the grab, and that is that. Bottom 4, and now the DH, Juan Soto. Ripped on a line to center. Chourio makes the grab, and there's one down. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. Flied out his first time. Outside low, 1-0. Now fly ball to right center. They got it for out number 2. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Flied to right his first time. That one ripped, but foul. That's towards center. Chourio under it. He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. And the batter now, Jackson Chourio. Taylor moving under it. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Carlos Correa up now for the Tigers. 0 for 2 in this one. Vientos whips it to first, and Correa retired. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Cody Clemens. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. He's already homered here in this one. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Paddock back to work. Swinging a foul out of play.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today. He was all over that one. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Wells stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Nimmo on at first. Nobody out. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now here is Jose Siri. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Man at first, 1 away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And stepping in is the speedy Tyrone Taylor. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 2 outs. He swings and fouls one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Runner on the go. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Castro puts it away, and that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Leading off, Bo Naylor. And first offering is fouled off.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. So far, 6 hits on the first pitch alone. That tells you something.
Great catch, foul ground up against the wall. Matt Wallner up now for the Tigers. And there's a foul ball.
And, you know, it's always interesting to see how teams attack the first pitch. What's their plan of attack going to be? Well, for this offense in this game, they're not waiting around.
And that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Fought off foul.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball still 0-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Willie Castro up now for the Tigers. Nimmo makes the grab, and that'll do it. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Swung on, belted. And that is a foul ball. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. And that gets down for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And it gets by him.
Back-to-back base hits. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now Juan Soto. Tap foul at the plate. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Oh, 0-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Five foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Brings it in. One away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. On the move, racing back. Just missed getting out of here and tying this game. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. Up the middle. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, 5-3 now.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle, didn't square it up as much as he probably would have.
Fires over to Hoskins, inning over, and it could have been worse. Back here in Queens, here's the left fielder, Riley Green. A flip to the pitcher covering, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Chourio, 1 for 3. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swing and a miss at a slider.
That was a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Siri makes the play. 2 away now. 2 down, base is empty. And next up for the Tigers, Carlos Correa. The throw to first.
He's out.
That takes care of Correa. That's the 3rd out. Back here at Citi Field, set for the last half of the 7th. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Way back there. And brings it in at the wall. And next for the Mets, Jose Siri.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And a foul ball. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Green moving under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. In the air, center field, Chourio. He's got it, and that is out number 3. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the 3rd baseman, Cody Clemens. Siri in position. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Siri going back on this one. Hauls it in on the warning track. 2 outs, base is empty. Bo Naylor up now for the Tigers. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And a foul ball. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now here is Jake Cronenworth. Paddock back to work. Swings through that one for strike one.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Fouled off left side. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Bye-bye. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 5-4. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen. Evan Phillips.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
One gone at the bottom of the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Hard ground ball, base knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's...
And he's got it in right field for the 3rd out, so that'll do it. We go to the 9th, and now Matt Wallner. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Gary Sanchez.
Well, looking for a little insurance here to start the 9th, Boog.
That one's in there, and that's strike one.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
So now the hard-throwing left-hander Josh Hader on the hill. And when you look at the start of Hader's career, pretty incredible. Arguably one of the top beginnings to a career for any reliever in history. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Ball.
That's a really good take right there.
Ball,
slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Oh, look at the stop. From his backside. On the money. Nice play. So digging in, Ronnie Mauricio. Now A.J. Hinch making a move for a pinch hitter. Lane Thomas looking to start something with one gone. Swings through that one. 0-1. Hader, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's two gone. Two down, bases empty. And now the right fielder, Willie Castro.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Late with the swing there.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the ninth, and now Brandon Nimmo. Robert Suarez on to try and close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
In plenty of time to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells, 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And a swing and a miss there. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Foul ball still 0-2. Looking to get the tying run on base. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Ball one.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Trying to close out a one-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. So up next, Jose Siri. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Trying to bunt his way on. And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single. Now it's going to be Tyrone Taylor.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. The Mets down to their final strike. This is smacked left field line. And that'll do it. The Tigers strand the tying run on base to win it.